Topic. You know, AMC Theaters has been kind of killing it lately. I have mixed feelings about AMC Theaters. I loved working with the company, but their HR department is a bunch of demonic baboons. But that besides the point.
I want to see Demonic Baboons.
They're Demonic Baboons. There's a movie you got to make right now. Demonic Baboons. Their AMC Prime theaters, their Dolby AMC Prime theaters are my favorite movie-going experience right now. I love what they're doing there. Their A-list is the best thing in movie going right now. AMC A-list. Regal's got a really good plan too. Alamo Drafthouse is coming out with a really good plan as well. But A-list is the best plan that's out there. They are killing it. Well, little bit of news came out that I had heard whispers of, but I didn't really know if it was true. But now it's official. AMC is not only now going to be in the theatrical exhibition business. AMC Theaters starting their own streaming service.
What?
They are starting their own streaming service where you can buy and rent movies after they're done their theatrical run, just like everywhere else. Here's the report that comes out of Variety. Adam Aron, AMC's president and chief executive, said that the AMC Theaters On Demand, that's going to be the new name of the new service, will offer about 2,000 films for sale or rent after their theatrical runs, much like Amazon, iTunes. Now, but where are they going to actually have a good selection? Well, Disney, Warner, Universal, Sony, and Paramount have already made deals with AMC for their new catalog for their streaming service. And their new release movies to be available through the new service with pricing between $3 to $5.99 for rental, pretty standard, and $9.99 to $19.99 to buy. Again, pretty standard. This to me is fascinating, and it gives me one bit of worry and 1 point of brilliance. On the point of brilliance, this is where it's brilliant for AMC. It's brilliant for AMC because now AMC is a movie company. They're no longer going to just be a first-run theatrical exhibition company. They want to become your start point to end point experience for movies. You want to see them when they're first released, come to the AMC theater. You want to watch them once they're done their theatrical release, hop on your AMC app, and apparently they're going to build it into their AMC app, which already has millions of users. So that's kind of brilliant. And you're going to do all this, you're going to be part of it. It does just kind of make sense. They are a movie exhibition company. Why not, in this new digital age, stretch beyond just the theater walls and go beyond as well? It's a good move for them. For the studios, it's also a good move. It's never a bad idea to have more people wanting to sell your stuff. So getting AMC is only going to make the studios more money, one way or the other. So that's a good move for them as well. Here's the part that makes me worry a little bit, Rob, when I think about this. One of the constant points of struggle between the movie theaters and the studios, for as long as I can remember, has been the length of the theatrical window. How long, if you want to put a movie on an AMC screen, you as a studio have to guarantee us that you will not put out this movie on streaming or home video or Blu-ray for a minimum of 90 days or 3 months or whatever the specific number is. It's roughly about 90 days. Roughly. From the day it premieres to the day you put it on video, you got to give us that 3-month window. Okay? That's essential to the theater existing. The theaters need to have that window. It's essential, and that's where the studios make most of their money. My fear here, Rob, and I have nothing to back this up with, it's just a fear. My fear here is that there might be a little bit of left-hand, right-hand sharing here. I'm a little bit worried, and again, no facts here to support this, I'm just afraid that a part of this deal is AMC agreeing with the studios, we'll shorten the theatrical window. You give us the rights to all these movies that we can sell, we'll shorten the theatrical window. Now, again, there's nothing in this report that says that. What's the phrase? Quid quo pro? Apparently, there is none of that going on. It's just an agreement for them, and it's good for the studios. It's good for AMC. But my one little fear, because shortening the theatrical window, I believe, would fundamentally damage the movie-going experience. I really think that. So I hope there's none of that going on. The report doesn't say there is, so maybe we're all safe. But that's my thought. Rob, you hear about AMC getting into the digital streaming business. What are the things that pop to your mind?
Well, first of all, you just told me about this. I just learned about this. But my first impression to deal with what you just said, I think it's actually probably could be a great thing. Because, and I'll tell you why. So you've got a new movie, right? A new independent movie, maybe a movie like A24's The Lighthouse that might not go into an independent, an AMC theater because it's more indie vibe, whatever. But if there's a theatrical window of 3 months, say 3 months is a theatrical window, and a movie, AMC gets a movie to show like an A24, like The Lighthouse, a movie that you might hear about but aren't going to necessarily roll out and see in a theater. If the AMC app makes it so you can rent it for $6, that gets rid of the idea of, oh, we have to pay for parking, we have to pay for exorbitant prices for snacks, but AMC is still making a little bit of money off agreeing to show that film. So now I don't know with this streaming service if they're going to keep these movies for a long period of time, but if they have movies that are in the theater and can be streamed for a certain amount of money, I think for AMC, it bolsters them as a company because they still concentrate on theatrical exhibition because, like you said, when we saw Joker, I mean, that AMC, I'm reminded how great those Dolby theaters really are. They're really exquisite. So you still want to go to the theater, but there's a lot of movies that I'm like, I can't be bothered. I kind of want to see it, but I'll see it later. But if I could watch it for $6 while it's out in the theaters
That's not what they're doing. That's not what they're doing.
Are we sure?
Yes. It said specifically in the report. So let me just bring it up again. It said specifically in the report, they have made deals with AMC for a catalog of new release movies to be available through the new service with pricing, or where it says, yeah, there it is, up at the top. Theaters on Demand will offer about 2,000 films for sale and rent after their theatrical runs.
Right. Okay. But what I mean is,
they won't stream while it's in theater.
But if a movie's only making money for, say, a month, and their theatrical window is 3 months, then what I was thinking that AMC then could make a movie available if they're taking it out of theatrical exhibition, they could then for the remainder of that theatrical window be streaming it and making money as opposed to losing money because it didn't do as well theatrically as possible.
They couldn't, because then that would violate the agreements between the studios and all the other theater chains. Remember, the theater chains, they have their, like, you can't put this up. You can't put this on Blu-ray streaming anywhere for the theatrical window 3 months. If they suddenly let AMC, oh yeah, after 1 month AMC can stream,
I'd be
that
curious.
would violate all the other deals.
I'd be curious. I'll be curious then if that's the case, then no. But I mean, I could see ultimately somehow it's going to be able to benefit. What I want to see is the movies benefited. I want to see lower budget indie movies benefiting from this because it's too expensive now. As somebody who's producing a low budget indie that's probably not going to ever see the projector bulb of an AMC theater, these kinds of deals can possibly make it better for independent filmmakers or filmmakers that have movies that they can't afford the marketing budgets of major studios and somehow make it work with a distributor like AMC. Because what if you're an indie guy and can you make a one-off deal with AMC for your movie? It'd be interesting to see. I don't know. It would be great. I don't know.
It would be great. I think there's a lot of possibilities here, so we'll have to wait and see. Guys, question is, what do you think about this news? Does it just make sense that they're getting involved there? Or do you think there maybe should be a little bit of a church and state separation between the theatrical exhibitors and then online streaming? I think the stream should cross. Maybe you guys don't. Jump down to the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. All right.